Hey there, traders. Welcome back to Propfirm Pilot, and I am Avinash. Today, we are taking a clear but a subtle look at the two-step challenge programs of VMaster Trade, Funda Pro, and Fixify. The goal? To make your choices easier by breaking down their features and differences without pushing one over other. Remember, the best prop firm always depends on your own trading styles and rules. So think about what fits your approach and strategy the most.
Disclaimer: this is not financial advice. 99% of traders lose money. Do your own research before making any trading decisions.
Ready? Let's dive in and see what each has to offer. So at first, I'll be typing in Propfirm Pilot. Got in. So we got the result at the very top. So I'll be clicking the first result in it. So this is our page of Propfirm Pilot we have designed, which is designed by the traders for the traders. So if you want to compare any prop firm, you can compare it side by side through this website made by us. And for any feedback, you can write down in this comment and also in the feedback area of this page. So let's get started now. At first, I'll be moving and searching for VMaster. Already having VMaster two step, I'll be selecting that and I'll be selecting Funda Pro face here. And now I'll be choosing is already having Fixify to face. Let's remove this. Now we are having the side-by-side comparison of all these three prop firms two-step programs. So now let's start the comparison. At first, we will be looking at establishment, as in which country these prop firms are based. So particularly, VMasters is based in St. Lucia and FundaPro is in Malta while Fixify is in UK. And one of the oldest of all the three is VMasters. It is in the market since 2022. Now the next criteria is profit target. So VMaster is having 8% profit target in the first phase and 6% in the second phase, while Funda Pro is having 10% in the first phase and 8% in the second phase. And for Fixify, it's 10% in the first phase and 5% in the second phase. Moving to the maximum loss. So for all these three prop firms, there is a fixed maximum loss of 10%, while Fixify is having trailing drawdown. That is, it keeps on shifting. So I'll be preferring both of these prop firms as compared to Fixify in the case of maximum loss. So when we see the maximum loss to profit ratio, so we see that VMaster is comparatively easier to pass because it is having 1 is to 1.4 maximum loss to profit ratio, while for Funda Pro it's 1.8 and for Fixify it's 1.5. The higher the ratio, the tougher the challenge will be. So now let's move to the daily loss. As we move into the daily loss, we see that Funda Pro and VMaster is having 5% daily loss limit, while for Fixify it's 4%. So comparatively, Fixify is having a tighter daily loss. So in this scenario too, Funda Pro and VMaster is relatively better. Now let's move to the minimum trading days. While for Funda Pro, you are having 3 days and for Fixify, you are having 5 days. So here too, VMaster is comparatively better. Now let's move to the payout frequency. So payout frequency for VMaster is on demand. That is, you can take the payout whenever you want. And it is somewhat similar in the Funda Pro too. You are having daily payouts, while for Fixify, it's monthly. So relatively, Funda Pro and VMaster is better. Now let's move to the profit split. So in the case of profit split, VMaster is having 90% of the profit split, while Funda Pro and Fixify is having 80%. So even in this scenario, VMaster stands out. The next criteria is news trading. So for news trading, VMaster and Fixify is having this allowance of news trading, while for Funda Pro doesn't allow news trading. And it is similar for weekend holding too. In this scenario too, VMaster and Fixify allows the weekend trading, while for Funda Pro, weekend trading is not allowed. Now let's move to the consistency rule. So in consistency rule, VMaster is having 20% consistency rule, while Funda Pro is having 45%. And Fixify, there is no consistency rule, as in your one trade cannot be having more than certain percentage of profit. That is, for VMaster you can't make more than 20% profit on the same trade, and it is similar for Funda Pro that you can't make profit more than 45% in one trade in Funda Pro. While for Fixify, there is nothing like that, no consistency rule. So comparatively, Fixify seems to be much better in the case of consistency rule. Now let's move to broker. So VMaster and Funda Pro are having in-house broker, as in they don't have to pay or rely on any other brokerage houses. While for Fixify, they are in partnership with FXPig, which is an outside broker for Fixify. Now let's move to type of accounts. So in VMaster, they offer simulated account, while for Funda Pro and Fixify, they offer you live accounts. So comparatively, Funda Pro and Fixify is better in the case of type of accounts. Now let's move to commissions. So here VMaster is having $4 per lot. This criteria is for Forex, and Fixify is having $6 per lot. And it is optional because you can take add-ons. And for Funda Pro, it's zero commission. So comparatively, Funda Pro stands out in the case of commission because they are not taking any kind of commissions while you trade. The next thing is spread. So in the VMaster trade and Funda Pro and Fixify, they all are having raw spread. While in Fixify, you can also take add-ons and this spread could be reduced. Now the next thing is leverage. So both VMaster and Funda Pro gives you 1:100 leverage in Forex, while for Fixify, it is 1:30 and 1:50 on add-on. Now let's move to the last criteria, that is trading platform. So for VMaster, they offer MetaTrader 5, and for Funda Pro, they offer TradeLocker and CTrader. When you look for Fixify, they offer multiple range, that is MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, and DXTrade. So comparatively, I'll go with Fixify because they are using the most popular trading platform, that is MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. Now, the next thing is fees. Talking about the fees, so VMaster gives you simulated account. So comparatively, among all the three, it should be having the least amount of fees. That is, for 100k account, they are giving it for $335, while Funda Pro is offering the same account size at $549 and Fixify is also having the same price. So this was the breakdown and detailed comparison of all the three Propfirm's two-step challenge. Thanks for sticking around. Choosing the right two-step challenge is a personal journey, and hopefully this breakdown helped shine some light on what suits your trading style best. Remember, no matter which path you take, consistency, discipline, and knowing yourself will always be the greatest edge. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more trading tips and insights. Catch you in the next video. Till then, happy trading!